Can I stay at your house tonight? Now, I'm 22 years old and I have nowhere to sleep. I'm asking an entire city to take me in. And I could feel my face heating up. And even just standing there, I was feeling so deeply embarrassed. But in that moment, I was staring directly into the unknown. You see, the unknown isn't the city, it isn't the street. The unknown is who you become when you stop letting fear curate your life. Now, to really understand how I even ended up in this position in the first place, I have to take you way back to a kid who could never have imagined himself holding up that sign. You see, for the longest time, for most of my childhood, I was a shy, self-conscious, introverted kid. I had a lot of pimples. And I struggled a lot with self-confidence. Making friends felt impossible. I hated the person I was seeing in the mirror every single morning. I remember going to school one morning and I could hear my friends. They would call me Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, because I had this huge pimple on my nose. And I hated it. I hated the person I was seeing in the mirror. And I still remember when formal came around. And for those of you who don't know formal, it's like a big end of school night. And when formal came around, I had somehow convinced this beautiful girl to come with me. This is her. We got our photos taken, we were dancing, we were partying to really loud music. And I remember thinking to myself, that's such a good night. And a few weeks later, I was scrolling on my Instagram, and I see that she had posted the photo. Except she had completely removed my pimples, and she had whitened my teeth. Now, I must tell you how I was feeling in that moment. I was thinking to myself, no, is it really that bad? Is this how people see me? I didn't go to school for an entire week after that, just to avoid being seen. And I tried working on this skill. I really tried working on this skill, so I made the decision. If nobody was going to be friends with me, I was going to work on myself until I became someone that they couldn't ignore. So I started setting these daily challenges I set for myself, like drinking 4 liters of water a day, limiting my screen time to 30 minutes, and helping out the family at home. And I would document this on a video recording every single day. And I want to show you one of the entries.
So today is day 4 of the challenge, May the 8th. And in addition to what I've said before, I do want to add another challenge for myself, which is mainly for the videos I record. It's being more engaging.
You see, I can't bear to watch any more of that. The biggest thing I wanted to fix, more than my face, more than my skin, more than anything else, was the way I spoke, the way I communicated. I realized that my communication skills was robbing me of so many friendships growing up, so many school opportunities, and I couldn't communicate my value across to other people. You see, the more I tried working on this skill, the more I told myself that confidence is just something people are born with. And this limiting belief carried itself all the way until my first year of university, where it's even harder to make friends in a new environment and a new crowd. And it wasn't until I discovered this one thing that completely changed everything. Alcohol. You see, when everyone is drunk, and when you're drunk, no one cares what you say, no one cares how you act. And all of a sudden, I had so many friends. It was incredible. But the thing is, I realized at night I was confident, I was social, I was funny. But during the day, I couldn't even hold eye contact with someone. I couldn't even hold a conversation with someone. So I tried everything. I tried workshops, I tried coaches, I tried courses on communication, and nothing seemed to work. Not because I wanted to be a speaker, but because I wanted to be someone who had a voice, who could actually speak. None of it stuck because I was still avoiding the one thing that actually mattered. Real people. You see, the thing that changed me the most wasn't any single workshop. It was a tiny detail I implemented every single day into my daily routine, and I still do it today. You see, every single morning, before I do anything else, I have to make a choice. Am I still the kid who hated himself in the mirror? Or am I someone different? And I make that choice by saying good morning to 10 strangers. Sometimes in the elevator, sometimes at the train station, sometimes in the public restroom. And your brain is screaming, don't do this, and your body wants to just run away, but you do it anyway. It is honestly the most uncomfortable 5 minutes of my day, but every time I do it, I become a slightly different person. So back to Melbourne, Friday night, cardboard sign. I've been standing there for about 2 minutes, and the guy comes up to me and he says, are you being for real? And I say to him, can you help me out? He says yes. It turns out he's a musician, and so am I. And we get back to his place, and we spend the entire night singing, dancing, and talking until the sun came up. 2 strangers who 6 hours ago didn't know each other. 5 minutes. That's all it took. 5 minutes for a complete stranger to say yes. And I tell you this story because the unknown isn't a new country. It isn't a new career. It isn't even the stage you're afraid to step onto. The unknown is the version of you that you haven't even met yet. So tomorrow morning, you have a choice. You can wake up as the person you've always been, or you can wake up as the person who says good morning to one stranger and become, for one moment, slightly different. Now, let me do preface this. Some people will ignore you. Some will just walk away. Some will smile. Some will say it back. And one might even ask how you are. Do it again the next morning and the next. And one day, without realizing, you'll wake up and finally meet the version of you you've been waiting your whole life for. Thank you.